Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge. The greatest of all time racing league, the Cup Series action for Saturday night. Heating up right here, second race of the series. Autoclub is going to be on lock. Starting grid right there in the middle of your screen. Aaron Jackson's going to be your pole sitter here. The Fast Lane Racing Machine puts in a very fast time. Daniel Cowan and the 48 is going to be the outside pole sitter. Cameron Duro back in the mix. Going to have Bill Hales there, the number 53, outside row number 2. Chris Gones and Joe Grijalva out there. He's got a special paint scheme on that we're going to take a look at here in just a little bit. Keith Prince and Sean Burke getting some action in the mix as well. They're going to be there in row number 4. Striker's going to be out there. Mr. Strickland in the 9th spot's going to have Ricky Utting to the outside of him. Or yes, to the outside of him. Let me get that correct. John Hammond in the number 13 is going to have Maurice Burnett in the 12th spot to his outside row number 6. Moving down that starting grid for you, Christoph Hall, John Cialino, Cody Sturgill, Nathan Bogart. That'll make up the front 8 rows. And there's going to be Rich Crane and Brandon Burkhart. And the 83, Joe Tardif, Justin Riddle to the 94, Adam Gaines, Sam Harrell, Charles Van Squake. Amar's going to be your race controller tonight. And last but not least, Anthony Zirkle and Cody Anderson will make up the final 2 rows. Good to see Cody Anderson out there. He's part of the Lone Star series. If you've not seen that Lone Star series, they have some awesome things out there. You're going to see OSD on your screen right there. That's Operation Supply Drop. That is a charitable organization that I do, and I absolutely love them. I had forgot to put it in the description, but I'm going to post the link here in just a little while once we get to the green flag here and get this racing underway for Operation Supply Drop. They send supply drops overseas to folks that are deployed to keep their mental health up. Absolutely fantastic. Auto Club's underway. They're going to be green flag racing here. Stages are going to be set, and we're ready to go. Well, send already into the corner as we get the multi-groove running. A lot of the drivers going to try to drop down to the racetrack early on. This track runs 2 and 3 wide pretty easily. Exit of 2. Aaron Jackson comfortably out front, but Cameron Duro is going to be right there on the back bumper outside of him as they continue to move. Keith Prince driving one of my favorite paint schemes of all. For those who don't know, American Sign Language is one of the best forms of communication out there, and a lot of people kind of, I would say, not necessarily neglect it, but I think a lot more people should utilize that. That's my opinion. Let's see. Jackson, Duro, Gones, Prince, Strickland, Cowan. There's Hales, Burke, Utting. That's going to be your top 10 right now. Everybody just try to take their time and bide their time. Mr. Grijalva is coming off the racetrack. He is a lap down. And I do believe somewhere on that car, it's on the back bumper, I do believe. We're going to chase this one. Hold on. There it is. To the elder Grijalva out there. Happy birthday, my friend. Always good to see you out there. Joe's going to be a lap down, but we're going to get to stages. But happy birthday to the dad, Grijalva. Mr. Junior says, he sent me a message earlier. It said, hey, it's my dad's birthday. Give him a shout out. I will do that any day. You're an awesome. Joe Grijalva Sr. out there. Happy 28th birthday again. That's what I say, at least. There it is. Grijalva on the move. Kendra, thank you for the like out there. Much love to you. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody out there. Sponsors for the series. I'm going to tick on your screen. Global Strategy Team. That is awesome little group of folks doing some great things out there. Let's see. GST, the house of the NFT games and metaverse, a guild that you want to play to earn. They have over 50 players active, and we're still waiting on links for all of that so we can get you all involved as well. I appreciate what they're doing. New sponsor for the series 2. Could be at the bottom right of your screen. I do believe it should pop up. We'll double check. Oh, it did. Admin box. Everybody needs one of these. There's a link in the description. Go to adminbox.com. ADMINBOXX. Go check out that admin box. Every league or anybody who's doing race control needs that box. I love this thing. I love the look of it. And tell you what, if they can make one that is as good as what that one looks like for me, I will be buying one. Because it would be great to have one that has all those custom buttons that he has for cameras and all kinds of extra stuff. All right. Right side damage for the 6 right there. That's Chris Gones trying to hold on to that car. A little wall tap is going to happen here for a lot of these cars. The number 6 trying to roll around this corner. They changed some graphic settings here for the event here at the Autoclub. So I'm kind of having, you're going to see some clipping when it comes to the racetrack on the high side or the high bars, where it looks like it re-renders back in, and it does. Race information here. Stages on lap 20 and 45, 75% fuel, 4 sets of tires for the drivers, 2-mile track. It drives like a super speedway, but the banking of a 1.5 miles, and that is absolutely insane. We see a lot of drivers utilizing the draft package. They're going to stay middle to high lane, especially late into the race and late into a run. 84 degrees on the track temperature, 78 degrees on the air temperature. The humidity in the partly cloudy skies will play a factor throughout the race as they continue to move. Strickland, your race leader. Striker trying to hold on to this lead. He's got the outside lane working for himself. DeRoe right there in the mix as well. Jackson trying to find that groove. Your pole sitter back to third, and he is utilizing all of the bottom of the racetrack. 3 wide exit. Looks to be one of those ones you're going to try to make work. 13 of John Hammond makes that run. He's got a little bit of the Joker action. Why so serious on the back of it? Well, yeah, you got to be serious when it comes to racing a little bit, don't you? Much love to all the family and friends of all the folks out there. We love you. We appreciate you. Good to see you all out there. Got a lot of folks out there on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Signature Esports is the platform for all of our leagues. G.O.A.T Racing League Tuesday nights. Tomorrow afternoon, we're going to have the doubleheader, of course. We like our Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening racing. Outcast Racing League's going to be back in action tomorrow evening. And then tomorrow night, we have the Strictly Stock Truck Series. That's going to be an absolute gem of a race. They're getting down to the nitty-gritty and to the wire as well. Picking up new leagues, new series going forward as well. Aaron Jackson rolling into the corner. Try to roll himself back to that pole position. 95 of Sean Burke driving the RBS Ford Mustang. Has the 18 right there with him. The 18 is going to be a lap down to do. The 18 does not lap down. Who is that? Who's driving the 18? It's Cameron DeRoe right there. He drops really low there. I thought he was a lap down for a second there. It showed it on my relative, but he's not a lap down. Here's what it looks like inside the cockpit view of the 18. In front of him, you see just how these cars try to drive into the corners. Watch 3 and 4 here. It's flat into the banking, and then it just feels like it increases to the high side here, and then rolls the outside stretch of the corner. Front stretch, tri-oval. It's going to run the high line here. 13 is going to drop back. He's going to slide up into that draft package. The 95 has a whole lot of run. 5 gears here for the drivers, and they max out all the speed they can get to the bottom side. Strickland's going to run the high side. Aaron Jackson to the inside. Side-by-side racing here for third as well. Sean Burke tries to hold on to fourth here. 95 gives a little bit of that bump draft action right there into the 12 spot. That 12 trying to get right back into the mix. Alaric, good to see you out there. There's Mr. Luathi. How are you doing, my friend? 88-12, 10 laps in. Can burn out some of the tires on the high line, but for the most part, I've seen that once they're up to speed, the next-gen Cup cars like that third and fourth lane coming up the racetrack. Watch the 95 of Sean Burke. He's utilizing that third lane right there in the middle. He's going to find that high side. He's going to get right there to the back bumper of the 88. 88, 95, 12 to the inside. Mustang. Chevy leading the Mustangs around. First Toyota in the mix is going to be Cameron DeRoe, the 18. They carry 3 and 4. Very fast here. And a little wall scrape for the 88. Aaron Jackson out front. And we're going to see a lot of right side damage as the race progresses because somebody is going to win this one. Christoph Hall has Bill Hales right there in front of him. Christoph with the 98 driving that Toyota. The next Toyota in the mix. He's inside the top 10. He's running 5 spots heavier than what he was before. Joe Grijalva finds himself to 12th. It was showing him a lap down, but I don't think that he is a lap down. I think that is exactly where he is, and it's showing him right where he needs to be. So Grijalva holds on. Sam Harrell right there at the 43. Rolls that Tide machine. Roll Tide, they say. Is he from Arizona? I don't know if he is or not, but it is what it is. Jack's Racing Collectibles, another sponsor here for the Go Racing machines. A lot of giveaways here for the series, and custom die casts are on the books as well. I can't wait to see the custom die casts get delivered. I want to see those custom die casts, because I think they're going to be absolutely spectacular to look at. Justin Riddle's one of the RBS driving machines. He has that Ford Mustang unlock as well. Cialino in the fantastic Marine Corps Chevy Camaro paint scheme. Patriot through and through, rolling the inside. Lane 2 exit's going to be up under the tri-oval area here as they continue to move and progress. 14 of 100. Daniel Cowan off a couple of spots from the start of the race, but he's in 5th right now, and this is all going to be about that perfect finish. I don't know if you're going to have the perfect finish, but you're going to have an opportunity. Nathan Bogart back here in the 5 machine does have the Admin Box logo on that Ford Mustang. Got a little right side damage himself, about to hit the corner. Go Racing, all about consistency. Right there on the bottom, there is the 24 of Cody Sturgill Chevy in the mix. A lot of Fords in this series. Ford out front now as Jackson tries to repeat some good runs here. Sean Burke at the 95 as well. RBS a strong team for the series, as we see a good run progressing. Folks, didn't get the chance to do it beforehand, but as we do, 15 of 100. I'm going to play my little bitty commercial for my caution sponsor. I'll be right back with you.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Back to it we go. Jackson out front, Sean Burke in 2nd, Cowan in 3rd, DeRoe in 4th, Hammond in 5th. Hammond, one of the biggest movers of the race. 2 drivers back here, Sam Harrell and Van Scoik, both drivers up 9 spots apiece, so they're trying to make that their own. Right now, Jackson holds on to the lead by 4/10 of a second. There's a 95 finding groove here. 18 of DeRoe back to the outside as you see a backstretch run here for all 3 of those drivers. Look at the way that they're going to have to maneuver into the corners here just to be able to make this work. Now, you think this is something. They've got that caution coming up, that stage-ending caution coming up here very shortly. And once they do, that'll kind of change things. Fuel strategy, a big factor here, 75% fuel. So they'll have the 5 pace laps, I believe 5 pace laps here at Autoclub. And they'll have another 20-lap run at it. And maybe some adjustments to be made when it comes to the drivability of these cars. Everybody able to keep up right away. But Aaron Jackson, who was your pole sitter, fell back to 5th and saved a little bit. And as he gets down to the backstretch here, he finds 18 of 100 to be his own at the moment. Clean race so far. Whole lot of fun. Folks, chat it up out there on Facebook and Twitch. I'd appreciate it if you did. And a reminder that if you're out there on Twitch, please utilize those channel points. We are trying to get to 50,000 channel points in the next 28 days. I want to make sure that we do that because that gives us a little bit of a really cool reward that we've been trying to achieve. Whoa, somebody going around. Caution's going to come out. That's going to put Jackson as your stage 1 winner. They're about 2 laps away from completing that, but that's all right. So Nathan Bogart having to stop back here. Jackson, Duro, Burke, Cowan, Udding, Hammond, Hall, Hales, Grijalva, and Harrell. That'll be your top 10 through the stage. Aaron Jackson wins that one. Caution number 1. Well, this is what 3 wide on the front straightaway looks like. Here's what happened. 8 is right there, comes up, gets into the 6 and the 88. And, and the 23 into him. 5 up the racetrack, having to stop as well. So the 6, an innocent bystander. That was Maurice Burnett in the 8 there, who was trying to go to the inside. Here's, I don't know if he thought he was clear or was just trying to make that corner. Here's the run he had. This was out of 3. The 6 had a run on the inside of the 8. And a good crossover move set up an attempt at a pass. There's the 88 up high. The 6 looked to be trying to clear here on the front straightaway, but the 88 had the run. So he was going to be there to the outside of the 6. 8 drops really low here. And this is where he tries to, there's just no room for the 6 to go anywhere, and then it just collects both of those drivers. So tis the season, folks. Nathan Bogart is getting himself around. Aaron Jackson wins stage 1, and everybody on pit road right now. Ashland, Ohio native. It's his pit stop. First pit stop is going to be the best pit stop for him because that pit stall is going to really work into his advantage. Thank you to everybody out there tuning in. We love you. We appreciate you. Hopefully you're going to be absolutely wonderful. And maybe some of these drivers are going to get some of that right side taken care of. Jackson a little slower off pit road. Some drivers only trying to manage their tires and manage that fuel strategy. 4 sets of tires in this race. Some of these drivers who took right sides or maybe a full set are going to be trying to make it work. Cameron Duro right now is going to be your race leader. Cameron taking a picture from the last race. It's absolutely fantastic. Big long race season for these drivers, over 27 races, and that's going to include the playoffs. You're going to have some fun throughout the season. 18, get some of that right side taken care of, and it's going to be able to make it work. We're going to go back to racing here in just a little bit. Make sure you check out Global Strategy Team, Jack's Racing Collectibles, Admin Box, and of course, Amar is your race controller. Amar RC out there, he absolutely full sends the race controlling. You're going to be able to see just quite a bit of what he does out there. His links are in the description. He also does paints as well. He has competitive rates out there, and he does a pretty darn decent job. So make sure you go check out AMR. I think it's Amar Paintworks or AMR Paintworks on Facebook, but there's a link in the description. Go check him out. Appreciate him being on board. He's out there rolling the corner. Anthony Zirkle out of the race. Looks like Michael Strickland's going to be your last driver on the lead lap. What's going on with Zirk? What happened to Zirkle? Pace car leads him around. Fast pace laps here. And we're going to go all the way to lap 45 to end stage 2. As these drivers go double file. And they're going to have the work cut out from them. It's only 3 pace laps for Autoclub. Just pretty similar to the super speedways. Duro, Cowan, Burke, Jackson, Hammond, Udding, Hales, Hall, Grijalva, Ciolino. That will be your top 10, and a mix of tires and a mix of strategy, as some drivers spent a little extra time on pit road getting some things taken care of. Vance Quick, one of those drivers back here went ahead and I think he got himself a brand new car. And Justin Reynolds doing the same thing, I think. Maybe some right side taken care of here. Thoreau, ready to go. Full send, green flag for stage 2. We'll put it in the description for you in the chat. Good to see everybody out there. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. That is the link to our charity that we're doing out there, or that we're supporting, Operation Supply Drop. We have hit a quarter of our goal out there, and we're looking to do more to be able to help folks out and just kind of change the way life works. Maurice Burnett into number 8. Closing down his distance, he went ahead and took that fast repair. One fast repair for the drivers, I do believe. Sean Burke at the 95 up high. All about closing that distance in the 12 of Aaron Jackson here. Freshest of tires. Looks to try to make this work to himself. Again, one more time, happy birthday to our good friend out there, Joe Grijalva. Joe, that package is already on its way. I sent you quite a few stickers. I didn't just send you a couple. I sent you quite a few, so that way you can choose what size that you need and kind of everything that you might need there. Everybody's packed full of fuel. Take a look at that. Let's go through the back of the field. Striker off 15 as the 88 tries to work this racetrack. He started in 9th. He's in 24th. Rich Crane off 6th. He is in 23rd, just kind of taking his time. Nathan Bogart also off 6th. Keith Prince off 14, started 7th, is in 21st here. And it's going to have to just kind of bide his time, take his time, and get himself up there. Cody Sturgill on the 24. Rolls the corner just a little bit here. A little right side damage for him. Van Squick up high. Sturgill making this pass on the inside. Gained a couple of spots. He goes up to 18th. He's off 3. Van Squick in 20th here. Up 3 as he tries to battle back just a little bit. There is John Ciolino off 5. He started 14th into 33, trying to rebound here. Adam Gaines is gaining. He's up 4, starting 21st. He is in 17th. Justin Reynolds just the same. He is up 4. He started 20th. He's in 16th. Gones off 10, started 5th as the number 6 car tries to rebound from that contact that happened. There's the 8 car in front of him, or side by side with him here. As they get into turn 1, 6 runs high, 8 down low. Burnett is off 2 from the start of the race. He started 12th. He is in 14th. And they're going to battle back and forth. Bill Hale's in 13th off 9. He is trying to work himself back to the front. He started 4th, but I think this is all about tire strategy and fuel strategy. John Hammond is leaving a set of tires in the pits as well. He has basically 12th locked in right now. Gomes trying to go around. He did take tires. A lot of drivers who took tires. They're looking for stage points here and trying to gain a little bit. 7 spots gained for the 83. Joe Tardif up 9. He is in 10th. Cody Anderson up 16. Biggest mover of the race down low here as the 17 tries to make some things work. 3 and 4 ride. 43 almost collected there. Sam Harrell trying to hold on as Joe Tardif gets into the quarter panel. They're going to go around, and caution's going to come out for the second time. And then Sam trying to hold on. He will be without a nose here. And he got right into Ford. I think it was Brandon Burkhart back here. Burkhart didn't really get too bad of a deal there. A little right rear damage, kind of a whole lot of right rear damage there. All good. All gravy. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the follows. Make sure that you do so on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Free way to support by getting out there and following and doing all that stuff that you are absolutely amazing about doing because you are one of the best communities I've ever seen. All right. Caution. right, had to back up here. There it is. 95 is right there. Sam had a run on the 95. I think he did the right thing. He checked up. Let's go to the far chase view. Here's Sam Harrell. And at the corner has the 95 right there. High side. Ooh, look at that run. He checks up, gets a little bit free, hard to the brakes. Free again, into the 1, into the 83, and into the 8. A lot of the other drivers, able to miss. I don't know who that was right there. I got into him. I want to check on this and see who this driver is. Was that Adam Gaines? It was Adam Gaines in the 00 here. On the brakes, and just tried to avoid. He's braking. 83's right there. Oh, man. A little bit of nose damage for the 00 there. All right. Who's coming to pit road? Well, Stryker's on pit road. John Hammond's on pit road. He's leaving pit road now. Urquhart in his pit stop as well. Gaines, Harrell, Burnett, all of these drivers trying to do what they can to get themselves fixed up and ready to go. Aaron Jackson, your race leader. Everybody else came to pit road on lap 20. Stryker came in on 29. Chance for the 88 to possibly top up on fuel here. It should be good to go. 30 of 115 lap shootout to the end of this one. John Hammond went ahead and took some tires here. Aaron Jackson able to make it work and holding on to some good fun. Global strategy team. Again, Jack's Racing Collectibles. Admin box. Excited to see everything that they do with that series and what they're going to be able to do as they continue to move forward. Good love, good fun. What a great race it's been so far. Good clean racing in that first stage, and then after that they had a little bit of an issue, little tire strategy issue, and it's still working. Still working, you know what I mean? All good fun. Some good things happening. Got a new run getting ready to happen for these drivers as well. I've got been working on the Winston Throwback series. Those who know Winston Throwbacks, been on Wednesday nights. They're doing some recruiting. They're going to come back, I believe, somewhere around the 6th of June. I think that's what they said. Let me look again. New recruitment video coming up. If you like ARCA series racing, I highly recommend that you get out there and you find those folks. We also have the No Toad Racing League getting ready to pop up and be a part of our Sunday afternoon racing series, or Sunday evening racing series here in several weeks after the Strictly Stock Duck Press Media Solutions series ends. So we are booking back to back, which is really good. It's really great. We're going to keep pushing for that Outcast Racing League Sunday afternoon. Going to stick around for a little while. Green flag waves. We're back at it again. And Jackson gets a good restart there. Winston Throwback Series. That's what I wanted. Season 2 info. They're going to run the 2002 schedule with the addition of Las Vegas, Chicagoland, Kansas Homestead from last season because that's what they like. The Cup versions of Sonoma without the carousel is going to be introduced. They're going to run 50% of the races that they ran in that series. That's absolutely awesome. Let's see. Sorry, they're going to start, I don't know. Is it June or July? I have to look again. Josh sent me a message about it, and I want to make sure I look at it. 33 of 100, the 12, the 2, the 98. And July 6th, that's when they're going to start. So we are more than a month away from that one. Ricky Utting in second, trying to close down some distance here. Christoph in the 98. Having a full send here. Grijalva in the 47. Back to the inside here. Grijalva up a spot from the start of the race from qualifying. It dropped back for a moment there, but he's been able to make himself work himself back to the front through the strategy. 18 to the outside, side-by-side racing. 17 and the 18 to the high side. Toyota and a Ford battling for Chevy in the mix is going to be the number 2 car. As we see 3 wide coming out of the that turn 4 exit here. Jackson, Utting, Hall, that's going to be your top 3. Biggest mover of the race, Cody Anderson, 20. 3 wide into turn 1. Somebody's going to give here. 18 up high. 94 is going to carry the corner. 47 down low. There's the 17 there as well. 94 is going to carry up the racetrack. 6 is going to be there in the mix. 17 clear of the 6 of Chris Goins here. Chris had some bad luck in a couple of turns. 35 of 100. 200 miles for the drivers. This is a big racetrack. Aaron Jackson, your race leader. Joe Tardif in the number 1 up 3. He's there to the inside of Bill Hales. Some good driving and some great looking cars here as they continue to move forward. Keith Prince in the number 3 car runs the 10 spot here. Or off 10. He's working around. I think Keith is just trying to bide his time. I think he's going to take his time. We'll see him at the end of the race. I hope to see him at the end of the race because I love his car. Sam Harrell in the number 43, up 8, working back the magic. He's there to the back bumper of Nathan Bogart. Bogart trying to hold on to that number 5 machine, driving a Ford, and try to make it work. Amash to the high side, a little wall tap. Man, you could hear it hit that wall. Right rear of the bumper for some of these drivers. You can hear them clip that back bumper. It was the 24 of Cody Sturgill. I think he was one of those drivers that got into that right side. 95 up high, 5 down low. This is a 3-way battle going on here. A lot of driving. A lot of cars trying to make up some ground here. There's the 94 of Justin Reynolds. He's trying to catch back up to the first part of that field. When he came to pit road, on lap 20. Took a lot of time to get some of that damage repaired, and he did so with that right side in mind. 17 down low, trying to clear Justin Reynolds for 4th. 94 up next to the wall, a little right side for him. Grijalva, hopefully, come on, Joe. You've got some things going on. Joe Grijalva having a little bit of blink issue right there. Maybe some storms down there in his area. We know that storms have been kind of going everywhere. Cameron Dureau in the 18 holds on. There's the 23 of Van Scoik. And Joe's only blinking on my screen, so I don't know. He may be blinking on other people's. I don't know. But it's still a happy birthday on the back of that car to his dad. Joe, hopefully you're having a fantastic day out there, my friend. Happy birthday to you. .38 of 100. The 48 of Daniel Cowan off 11, trying to bide his time as well. Patience is going to be the big factor. Aaron Jackson doing a great job here. Right behind him, the 98 of Christoph Hall. He's got some brand new tires on that car as well. Trying to be super fast. Ford outpacing Toyota and Chevy at the moment. Ricky Utting came in on 20 as well. Took tires and a little extra for fuel. Aaron Jackson trying to be good. Trying to be smooth. Pause for the cause. Vocal break coming up for the next 6 laps. It's going to be absolutely thrilling to see. Here's your Steadicams. It matters. Every point, folks. Every point matters. And I paused the vocals, but I wasn't trying to pause the vocals. Aaron Jackson, your stage 2 winner here. Recapping what happened. Very, very good and very effective as he comes around and wins. John Hammond stays out. Chris Goins in the number 6 car is going to be in 3rd here. Some drivers who needed tires are going to find those tires, and I do believe Aaron Jackson's going to have some company in the form of some drivers who are very fast over the long haul. Nathan Bogart, one of those drivers. He and Van Squeek were making some good moves over the course of that last section. John Hammond might be up to something here, even if he goes down a little bit. He's gonna come to pit road before everybody else. Huh? What's going on with John? He's gonna be enjoying it, folks. Time to hydrate. It's your choice. It's your chance. Reminder that all my cautions brought to you by Nerds Do Nerd Things. They release a new podcast every Friday, and they have some awesome segues and information out there. They're absolutely phenomenal, and we're going to be a ton of fun. That's Little Sig. That's Cody right there. She says, hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Twitch. YouTube. She says, YouTube. That's what she's doing. She's down here checking on me as we get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here for the final stage. We're going to have a 50-lapper here. And I will tell you when I finish those errands. Thank you so much. This is an errand, folks. John Hammond out front right now, leading some laps, getting some points. There is the 12. He's going to have the 6 to the outside. Chris Goins ready to work, trying to make short work of what this car's doing. Ford's very strong in the field today. Oh, they're wrecking in the backstretch. Caution's going to come out. That didn't take long. There's Ricky. We're going to follow along with Ricky Edding because he was one of the first ones that kind of got wrapped up into this. So let's take a look and see what happened. Here's the 88's just free. Oh, man. 33 gets on the brakes. 48 gets into him a little bit there. And John went sliding for a minute. Hold on. So the 88, that is Michael Strickland up there. He got a little bit free on this car. And then, 48 gets into the back of him, sends the 33 around. I tell you what, John minimized any of that nose damage that you could have ever expected. He's going to have some rear damage here, but that nose is going to be just fine. Let's take a look at that nose. That nose looks fine. He's going to be fine. Drivers are going to come to pit road, though. We know that's going to happen. Strickland's on pit road. Burke is going to be on pit road. Lucky dog should be Brandon Burkhardt here. He should get the wave around, and we should see that this time by 52 of 100. Fourth caution comes out. Third for incident, and only one came out for stage as they continue to move. Cowan in on pit road. Strickland, Udding, Ciolino, Tardif. Joe Tardif leaves pit road. I think Joe came in just to top up for fuel. As John Hammond still leads this race. Had a great restart there. Burkhardt goes around. He's going to be 8 laps down at the moment. Reese Burnett finds himself in 24th. He is trying to get any kind of luck here to get himself back on that lead lap. But all things considered, he's doing just fine. I said it. I said it, folks. Oh, you're all amazing. Thank you for the likes out there on all the platforms. Much love to you. Keep following. Keep doing what you do. We appreciate you. We appreciate you very much. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, you are all amazing. Chop Shop Xfinity Series is doing a replay and Split Second. For those who don't know, we are affiliated with Split Second Gaming and Split Second Media out there. They are doing a replay of the Chop Shop Xfinity Series because I had a graduation to go to Thursday, so he wanted to get out there and give that a shot. Hopefully, he'll be. Everybody will be having some fun with that and take a look and see what you can do with it. All good things for folks. Time to put the 43 Tide in the wind. We come into the front. Sammy, full send, buddy. Mr. Harrell out there. How you doing, man? How's your race? How's your mom and them? Oh, Hammond, Jackson, Christoph, Gones, Sturgill, Cody Anderson to the 17. There as well. 53 of 100. We're going to go back to Green Flag Racing and inside line for John Hammond as he tries to get himself into the mix. So he's going to have to time this one more specifically in the best form, second gear for the driver. We're going to see exactly when he goes, and we're going to go through the gears with him to see if he can get this race line clear. Pace car's in. He goes. John Hammond, I think, knows that he needs a restart from the ages. Into the corner, turn one, trying to be fast. Christoph Hall in the 98 trying to clear. The 12's going to do so. 12's going to drop low, though. A little slide over for him. We've got Justin Reynolds dropping back a little bit. He gets off to the side. 54 of 100, back up to speed. Very bumpy on the bottom of the racetrack as he gets back up into the mix here. 94 tries to carry that corner, gets into the brakes. He's going to find himself in 18th. A little low right there, but he's going to be all right. Oh, 95, teammate going down. That's going to be Sean Burke here. He holds on to it. Caution will come out. Tardif into him as well. Cialino gets that taken care of. Joe Tardif being collected. That was heavy. Back-to-back cautions. And it's back-to-back sponsor plugs. So I'm kind of looking at this. Now, the 94 was down low. That's Justin Reynolds right here. He was off track here, trying to get back up. I want to see why he left the track. So that was the restart. He gets into turn one, turn two. But it makes me think he was maybe a little bit free, gets a little bit too low. He did. He hit the apron right there. And when you accelerate out of the apron, you see how free he got right there. So he finds himself below the racetrack. Not a bad job of keeping himself there. Gets himself back into gear here. Tries to stay low. Gets into the corner. Still low here. I think he gets free again right there. The 95. Oop, back up. Those two drivers up there kind of hit each other. Let's back up here. They're three wide right there. 95's a little bit free. It's going to be Sean Burke here. He gets out of the corner. He's just free here. This Ford's just trying to make up some of that ground. 53 right there. So the 95 is free. Oof. And then all the way ahead of him, it's Cody Sturgill. He finds himself in pit lane. There's the 47 right there. That is, I believe that's Mr. Grijalva. We'll see kind of what happened. The 6 had a run. The 47 had a run over 24. Cody Sturgill right there. 6 is there. 47 into the corner. Oh, the 24 is a little bit free. Hooks the 47, so the 24 finds himself on pit road here. Able to try to minimize that. Grijalva does the same thing. Man, a lot happened on that one. Grijalva comes back off the racetrack here, so he's slow. So the caution's already come out here. And then Justin Reynolds right here sideways. Here's the 94. He was trying to get caught back up. This is what happened there. He hits the grass, comes up the racetrack. Oof. It's a couple of drivers get contact there. Man. All right. A lot happened there. A lot. 57 to 100. John Hammond, your race leader. He is getting himself a pretty darn good look at what this field can do from the front. He's going to utilize that high line. 98's going to be there as well. The 12 of Hall ready to rock and... I'm sorry, the 12 of Jackson behind is trying to get himself that lead back. Pulls it back to third. Gones right where he started. Grijalva right where he started. Grijalva got hooked. He was the 24 a little bit upset. It was upset in the car. And I think it had a lot to do with that air and got the 47 a little bit shaken right there. Hooked the back right quarter panel. But it does happen. It works. Cody Anderson in the 17. Nathan Bogart in the 5. That's going to be row number 4 for you on the restart here. Keith Prince back here in the ASL car has the 36 of Rich Crane. Good to see Rich in the Hawaiian Tropic. Chevy Camaro Z01, Cameron Durrell back in the 18. Adam Gaines trying to do just that. He's trying to get himself back of the race and back of the mix. This one's far from over, folks. Pace car is off. Hammond is going to go. And nice job by the 98. He was able to... he was most definitely able to get himself... into that corner very nicely. 98 free in the corner. He's going to be sideways. Right in front of Grijalva. Grijalva off the racetrack. 98 very free. 12 is free as well. 12 is up into the race lane, and the big one happens here. They just can't get themselves restarted after such clean racing beforehand. The 12 in trouble there. John Hammond is still your race leader. Back to back to back. This is almost like that back to back to back home runs. But back to back to back cautions here. As the GOAT Racing League had such a great start. And since the start of the final stage here, we've had 3 cautions right in a row. And these drivers are still trying to get those tires up to temp. And there's not really much you can say in the wake of that. Let's see what happened. We saw right here the 98 was free. 48 had a checkup right there. Not much you can do. Little bumper action there. 47 down low. And then right up in front, there's the 12. There's a few of these drivers still have fast repair. So Aaron Jackson right here. There's Sam Harrell. He went around. He was like, I'm going. So Sam right there in the 43 said he was going to the front, and he did so. There's the 12. Second lane here. 98's free. 12 checks up a little bit, but he gets going. 12 back into the throttle here. 43 gets free, 12 gets free. They both got free in the same spot in the 6, and the 36, and the 17, and the rest of the field just combined for, I don't know, 8 cars involved in that, and drivers just still wrecking behind. See, Joe Tardif, he just slammed on his brakes. He's like, look, I'm good. I'm gonna hold back here. And does so. Justin Reynolds in the 94, he took his time as well. He's gonna try to be patient here. All right. Hammond, Harrell, Hall, Bogart, Gaines, Udding, Duro, Grijalva, Burke, Anderson. That's going to be your top 10 as spicy tires are the issue. $60 of 140 laps to go in this race when we go across the start-finish line this time by. I am going to pause for the cause and give a helicopter award to the field because that was deserving on that last one. And of course, and always, folks, time to hydrate. All right, we're lights off on the pace car. Hopefully you've got your drink in hand and you are enjoying this fine Saturday evening, Saturday night racing here for the greatest of all time racing league. And they are trying to be the greatest of all time. Right now, Hall to the outside, Hammond to the inside. Pace cars in, Hammond goes. Hammond had a better jump there, the 98. Able to time it though, some new tires still working. Congrats to early voting for winning the Preakness today. That was it's pretty awesome to hear. He was a favorite to win, I do believe. Very cool. 13, 98, 43, 2. And the 5 of Nathan Bogart up 11. Biggest mover of the race is going to be Sam Harrell here in the up 19 spots. Cody Anderson trying to match that. The 17 up 16 right now. As Adam Gaines rolls into 8th. And now these drivers are really starting to find their way around this racetrack. They're going to get themselves... they have to get the tires worn back up. Now, what's happening here is John Hammond is able to hold on to the lead because everybody else on newer tires are driving like they're on older tires. And we know that the pressures start to decrease as that happens. Folks, it's been an interesting ride, and these folks have really been enjoying the racetrack. I like the racetrack here. Daniel Cowan of the 48 trying to go to the inside of the 17. 95 up high. Sean Burke trying to capitalize as well. Has Bill Hales to the backside of the 17 himself. Bill drops into the corner. Up 8. Front straightaway. He's in the draft of the 17, trying to push up the racetrack. 95 is going to roll the high side. 95 is going to slide and let the 53 slide it in the corner. 95 is going to roll the corner and drop in low. Yo-yoing on the racetrack. Well, that's pretty common. John Hammond on the back straightaway here is still your race leader. Christoph Hall trying to close down. There's Sam Harrell in the 43. Ricky Utting in that 4 spot. Cameron Giroux trying to hold on. Aaron Jackson in the 12 as Joe Grijalva drops back a little bit here. He was in and out as far as connection goes, just a little bit. So something going on right there for him. Hopefully he's going to be able to make it work. There's Adam Gaines in the 00. Nathan Bogart up 10, closing back down the distance to the 18. Long run speed is more important here than that short run speed. Even though we're getting down to the point with that will be 35 laps to go this time by, it is going to be a huge run into the mix here if these drivers can find themselves with good pace. 43 to the high side of the tube. Sam Harrell still not ready to give up that position yet. He is in third, strongly up next to the wall here. Pulls the 18 with him. 18 drops low. 2's going to clear here. So Sam Harrell falls back to fourth. Now fifth as Cameron Giroux full sends into the corner. Pick up fourth here. Drives the natural line. John Hammond, your race winner. Daniel Cowan runs the fastest lap of the race this last time by. 41.12. So as he starts to close down some of that speed, John Hammond, who is about 0.4 of a second off the front nose of Christoph Hall. The drivers behind him are still trying to make up some of that time and make up some of that speed that they need to here. Lap times around this racetrack, even after fall off, still right about 42 seconds. So 41.49 is not bad. Ooh, 48 up into the wall right there. Still trying to run the fast lane here as he closes down the distance. There's the 12 trying to work his way back to the front. Now, the 12 of Aaron Jackson came in on 59. He does still have to come to pit road. I do believe he's not going to be able to make it on fuel. 41 laps is just a little bit too much, and I do believe somebody is off track. That's Cowan right there, the 48. Got a little bit free off the corner. That car looks to be going into the grass. And hopefully he's going to be able to get himself right there where he needs to be. And he turns up the racetrack. Caution will come out. Seventh caution of the race. I think pit strategy will be out the window this time. I do believe if everybody comes to pit road this time, be pretty close to making it. Nerds doing our things. John Hammond, your race leader. There's the 98 of Christoph Hall. He's going to be able to try to make it around onto pit road. Everybody trying to be on pit road here. Nathan Bogart had to whoa way up there. I think a lot of the drivers had to whoa way up there as well. Bogart was in 6th. I believe a lot of these drivers might consider coming to pit road this time by. It would make sense. John Hammond needs to come to pit road, so if he doesn't come to pit road, I'd be surprised. 98's going to be there too. Utting's going to be there as well. I do believe everybody should be coming to pit road. Led by your race leader, John Hammond. Cody Anderson opts to stay out. He came in on 59. So did Keith Prince and Justin Reynolds. John Cialino did as well. And we will take a look and see. I do believe Brandon's still going to get another lucky dog here. Brandon's getting some laps back here, folks. Just a short while ago, he was 10 laps down. Now he's going to be 6. So he goes around the pace car here because he scored 7 laps down right now. Should be 6 laps down as we speak. There he is. I mean, good on him. All right, let's break down what happened to the 48 of Daniel Cowan, because I want folks to realize that he was trying to break on the backstretch, I do believe. So let's kind of take a look here. He was free into the corner. Far chase for him. Corner exit right here. Snappy loose. Gets out of the gas, out of the gas. And what I want to see is right here in the cockpit view. He was trying to brake. Maybe. He's on the grass. gets snappy. Yeah, almost hit Cialino there. Cody Anderson, Keith Prince, Justin Reynolds, Cialino. Where is the 12? I think the 12 came to pit road with everybody else. Aaron Jackson's going to be right there. Man, oh man. Race leader Cody Anderson came in on 59. Justin Reynolds came in on 54. Cameron Durow in on 68. Keith Prince will be in on 60. A lot of drivers with these cautions. 7th caution of the race. 6 for incidents. And 1 for stage. They continue to try to push this envelope, push the boundaries, and do what we can to see it work. Good to see everybody out there. Thank you so much to all the folks tuning in on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. I appreciate you all. We know that you take your time out of your day to be able to do this, and so thank you so much to all the folks who have done so. Good little race. It was great. The first 2 stages were amazing stages, and they had a lot to be wondered at. I want to look at the weather. I'm going to show that on the right side here, folks. Track temperature starting to match the air temperature, but we've only dropped 4 degrees Fahrenheit over here, so that's really not that much. But cold tires mean for cold weather driving. 17 of Anderson going to be able to go here. Reynolds to the inside, green flag. Anderson, Reynolds, Prince, Cameron, Hall in the 98s. Hall's been very fast all race long, and an opportunity here. He's going to be 3 wide with the 3. 3's going to be up next to the wall. Corner exit's going to be very important here. A lot of new tires on the racetrack. They've got to be able to hold on to it. They've got to be able to match themselves here for just a little while, as we're going to see if anybody can keep that distance closed into themselves. Autoclub has been absolutely, this California track has been huge on race lines and the kind of fun that you can have at this racetrack. 100 laps may seem like not that much, but we're talking a 2-mile track that is very, very demanding on the arms of the drivers. Cameron Durow back to 3rd, now up a spot in 2nd as he tries to battle with the 94. They need a long run here to see who's going to be able to have that pace. There's Ricky Utting in the 2. He's way down low here. A lot of drivers, when they get low, you kind of have to, you almost immediately need to get yourself back, driving straight into this back straightaway, because if you keep yourself down there, it's going to really disrupt the rear end of that car. It's going to send you back around. Bill Hills to the outside of the 2 here. 13 of John Hammond, who was able to come to pit road and get himself some fresh tires, was able to hold the lead for a long time on the older tires. He's going to be right there with the 12 in front of him. Aaron Jackson, the pole sitter, trying to get back out front one more time as well. Cameron Durow in the 18 leads here over to the 17. But as the 17 battles back on the back straightaway here, a good run for him. Caution's going to come out. Ricky Utting involved. Ricky Utting in the 2 as Bill Hales right here. Bill's a little bit free. Bill taps him. Oh, Bill didn't mean to do that. Oh, he got the actual helicopter today. Ricky, I'm so sorry. I think the 53 was tight, or was free off the corner. The 2 was right there running his line. Now has some significant engine damage as 8th caution of the race comes out. Ricky is coming to pit road here, and before he is hauling down pit lane, we will give him the traditional helicopter award because he went upside down, flipping around, and did everything that he could do there to hold on to it. So Hopefully he's going to be able to make it work. It's always upsetting, folks, whenever you try to get yourself into a corner, and these new tires got to get back up to temperature. I mean, you go from blistering hot tires that you ran 10 or 15 laps, or I'm sorry, 10 laps on, or 6 laps or 5 laps, and they are up to temperature and they're very hot, and then you pull out all the stops to try to get yourself back in the mix. Ricky had the lane there, and 53 was just free. It just happens. It's happened all night. Anson, thank you very much for the like. Appreciate you very much. Much love to all the folks out there. Appreciate all the likes and the follows and all that stuff. Hello to you out there as well. Big old like on your comment. Thank you for the comments out there. Man, oh man. Sammy, that was the first time you chatted too. You're still in a good spot. You're inside the top 10. You're still at 13 spots there, man. Thank you, Sammy, for doing what you do, Mr. Harold. Duro is your race leader. Anderson looks to the backstretch here as one of the drivers that keeps on giving. And a reminder, Operation Supply Drop is the charity of choice. Exclamation point charity in the Twitch chat, I believe. Facebook chat. Wait, it doesn't matter. Hello to you all. Thank you all so very much for being a part of the stream. Thank you for all the likes out there as well. All the platforms. Thank you for the follows out there on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you for being subscribers. Thank you for being absolutely fantastic. Make sure that keep tuning in for all of it. Duro, we'll lead them around. We're going to be 25 laps to go, and that's going to be brought to you by Amar Race Controller and Amar Paintworks. It's usually my 25 to go. It's my good way of talking about him if I ever forget to talk about him. He's got his hands full tonight, that's for darn sure. A lot going on, a lot of shake and bake spiciness happening as these drivers still try to push the envelope here at this California Speedway. Autoclub has been absolutely insane. Ansel, where are you from, man? Paul Duro side by side. Pace cars lights off on the back straightaway. When we go back to green flag racing here, we are going to be enjoying that day. That's for darn sure. $18, $98, $17, $12, $13, $3, your Powerball numbers and your running order for the G.O.A.T Racing League at the moment. Haas, how you doing? Smoking on, watching Hammond, boys? Yes, sir. Tell them AO when the gas pedal's on the right. You ain't lying, Haas. They're rolling, brother. Good to see you out there, sir. Thank you very much for being out there. Appreciate the chats. I love it. Cameron Duro, the number 18, rolls the corner. 24 laps to go. Fuel strategy, pit strategy, I think that's out the window. Dean, how you doing? Good to see you out there, Mr. Gear. How are you doing? 18 up high. Christoph to the inside. The run to the outside. Duro is really doing a phenomenal job here of controlling that outside line pace. He's been able to do it. He's doing what I call the Kyle Larson technique, where you roll the mid corner and keep yourself high. Try to get yourself next to the wall on exit without having to wear the right side tires full on into this racetrack. Duro, Hall, Anderson, Jackson, Hales is going to be your top 5 as they continue to move and groove. Bill Hales back here, part of that spiciness that happened in the last caution. Hammond on and off track here. John Hammond trying to rebound. He gets himself back up to the mix. Something happened there. Not quite sure. He is in 19th. Ricky Edding on pit road. Brandon Burkhart is still out there running. Burkhart has been able to get all but 5 laps back Van Scoik, 9 laps, still running a modified, but he's still doing a decent job at it. 98 to the inside, trying to close down that slide job for the 18. And I do believe that is all about the race line here. 98 to block the 18. A little early for that. Christoph is about to get a nose to bumper to nose section here as the 18 rolls the mid lane. 98 down low. Cameron trying to carry the outside lane here as the 98 is going to try to slide up in front of the 18. Not. Doors closed. 18 rolls the high side. Cody Anderson back into the mix. Number 17 rolling that corner as well. Jackson trying to pull every punch that he has to the outside corner as the 12 tries to roll back into that lead position that he had. Keith Prince in the 3 rolls the high side as well. And right now the 18 to the 98 duking it out. 22 laps to go. Full send. Good old Smoking R. How you doing out there? How's your streams been? Jackson to the bottom. 17 there as well. Bill Hales to the high side. Joe Tardif in the 11. Up 11 in that one car. He's been dodging some things. Sam Harrell trying to get himself back up front. I think Sam's still got a full send in him as well. Stryker back up in the mix. The 88's had a rebound as well. A lot of rebounding cars today. 47 to Grijalva right there to the outside. Bogart trying to find a top 10 kind of night for himself here as well. Grijalva to the outside of the 36 as maybe the 36 might be able to. Rich Crane there as that Hawaiian Tropic drive off here. Sunset Skies here for the fantastic Autoclub Speedway. 2-mile track has been very challenging in the later portion of this race. The very beginning of this race was absolutely thrilling. They had a great run. Of course, the 12 of Aaron Jackson sweeps the stages, and now it got free out of when that final stage began. The 12 had some issues. He got free. He had to come in to get a fast repair, and his day could have been done there, but was not. Able to rebound a little right side for him. 53 to the high side as Bill Hales tries to close some distance. 12 cuts the nose of the 53. Watch it, Jackson. You're about to be sorry. Yes, I did say that. I went there. 3 to the high side. Little right side tap right there. 1 goes to the bottom. Joe Tardif trying to close in as well. Cameron Duro out front. The 18 trying to win right here. 19 laps to go. Nathan Bogart moving up a spot over Grijalva. Grijalva there to the bottom. Bogart has the telephone pole look on the back bumper here as if he was a student driver and forgot to check his rearview mirror and was in the Walmart parking lot. It's exactly what the back of the car looks like, but the right and left side looks good. One thing that upsets that car with is that rear downforce, but you can still win a race that way. Grijalva right behind. Richard Crane in a 36 has that Chevy on lock. Right now, 2 Toyotas out front. Cameron Duro, Christoph Hall, and 2 Fords, Cody Anderson and Aaron Jackson as they battle back and forth. The 12 trying to close down the 17's time here. Bill Hales, the first Chevy. Chevy goes all the way through from 5th to 8th. As Sam Harrell tries to rebound and combine his speed with the speed of the cars in front of him, a.k.a. Joe Tardif. Keith Prince still holding on. Bill Hales battling with Aaron Jackson on the outside. Hey, he's driving a Chevy as well. Aaron Jackson, who had at one point had some of that dirty air right there to help him out, now finds himself on the inside lane trying to find any kind of drive into the corner. Bill Hales clears the 12 here. And the thing about it is that you can put that dirty air on the back rear quarter panel of these cars, and what that'll do is that'll force that car to drive tighter into the corner as the 53 does just that. 17, now 16 laps to go as the top 5 are all within striking distance of each other. Bill Hales trying to do the right thing here and roll the corner that he's comfortable with. A little left side damage for him. He's doing a phenomenal job. Nathan Bogart still on a top 10 kind of day. Sam Harrell still trying to close down the distance. Let's go and see what the sun is doing here. That's important as well. Many of these drivers are driving with their HDR on. And you're going to know that sun is going to be beating in their face as they come around the corner. The 3 of Keith Prince up high. Everybody trying to find some air here. Keith Prince behind Joe Tardif. They're trying to disrupt any kind of airflow that they can get. You watch Samuel Harrell here in the 43 drop into the corner, rolls that second lane, still clear of the 3, gets right behind him, says, "Let's go. Keith, I need you, buddy. I need you." He'll be side by side, 343. Jackson still trying to clear Bill Hales here as Bill rolls the corner. We believe Aaron Jackson finally got the full length of the track run that he needed. 17 there to the inside, or to the outside. So right now the 98's able to run the corner. 17 trying to defend with that Ford. The 12 rolls the bottom of the corner here. Kind of makes me wonder if Aaron Jackson is downshifting into the corners to try to save some face here. That will roll that time. Cameron Durow out front by a whole lot. 14 laps to go, but that time can be made up pretty quickly. Dean, taking her like. Haas, taking her like. I appreciate you very much. You guys are absolutely amazing. Always love to see it. Aaron Jackson, his lap times seemingly trying to be faster than the race leader. Cameron Durow just running a natural line here. Aaron Jackson trying to close down some of that pace on the bottom side. Kind of want to see what he's doing. I want to see how he's driving this corner. He's out of the corner heavy here. Trying to figure out where he's gaining that speed. A lot of these drivers in 5th gear are redlined out. On the bottom side, 18 is going to deliver on the high side. 12 is going to still run the inside. He's way out of the gas there. He closes down that distance. But for how long? 12 laps to go. Cameron Durow just trying to be easy into the throttle here. Cody Anderson came in on lap 59. His lap times are the same as the top 3. Actually, it's the same as the 12 here. So if it's not for fuel, it's going to be for the end of this race. 32 laps would be the green flag run for the drivers. They all came in on 68, but they had a caution. Roughly about 60. Let's see, 73. So they should be okay for the most part. I say okay, quote unquote okay. Aaron Jackson to the bottom. Trying to run this racetrack down. The 18 way up there next to the wall. And Christoph Hall trying to be a top 3 driver. Cody Anderson inside the top 5. He's up 21. He's your biggest mover of the race. And I think that has everything to do with trying to figure out this racetrack. Maybe didn't even qualify. Sam Harrell inside the top 5 already. As we see Sam trying to put the absolute dream drive in. 10 laps to go. Everybody utilizing different lanes here. And Cameron and Aaron Jackson. Jackson is still trying to pull some of that time off of Cameron Durow here. 700 points separate the iRating between the two drivers. And the moment that Jackson finds that outside lane, or finds the inside lane, he drives the inside lane. But Cameron starts to pull back away. They have the same tires on those cars, so the draft strategy is going to be the factor here. If Cameron can still hold off into the corners, Jackson's really going to have to drop it and make it work. Jackson trying to pull a slide job off here as the 18 rolls the corner. And if I'm Cameron Durow, I don't care about that. I care about where I'm going to be into the corner as Jackson rolls the high side. Jackson did lead that lap. Now Cameron Dureau rolls the mid lane here. Gets that fourth lane busy look. He's going to force the 12 to run lower. Not a bad idea. And all this traffic behind him, well, they're all stacking up. 3 wide behind the top 3. So Justin Reynolds in the 94 says, I'm in a full send mode. Sam Harrell's up there as well. He's like, I'm ready to go. You folks think that you're done. Psh. The drive off at the corner. Dureau leads this lap. And Jackson not able to run the corner like he needs to. Now watch Christoph Hall. $18.98 tight off the corner there as the 12 runs to the inside, and they're back to 3 wide. Cameron Dureau to the outside, the danger lurking behind him. 7 to go as the 12 tries to drive in the corner here. There's the 94 of Justin Reynolds, given on lap 74, has the freshest tires of all the drivers inside the top 5. As right now Christoph got into the wall, he's going to have to back up. Reynolds in the 94 saved a ton here. And Cameron Dureau still tries to lead from that high side. 94 is going to be able to drop into the corner. Watch what happens with the 94 here. Going to drop into the corner, and the 12 tries to clear himself. The 98 not there. Reynolds drops to the bottom. He is trying to go 3 wide. He's going to put the 12 into the corner. 94 of Reynolds, slide job city. RBS to lead. He's going to pull the 12 with him. So all of Cameron Dureau's hard work as he drops back to the bottom. He's going to find himself up the racetrack side by side with a 12. 18 into the corner. Has utilized all of the high side this entire time. Has rarely dropped down to the bottom. He finds himself in the run here. It's going to be right there with the 94. Cameron Dureau delivering on an epic journey here as the 12 tries to drop back into the racetrack. And right now the 18 is going to shut the door on him. 94 up high, 18 tight into the corner, into the 12. Caution's going to come out with 5 laps to go as Reynolds ran his line and came into a race lead like none other. And Aaron Jackson, the benefit of a right nose issue, and he's going to need some cosmetic surgery for the days. Caution comes out as this one was winding down. Cameron did exactly what he needed to do here in this situation. He had the run. He has been running the high side. He had the tires to drop low. Did so. 12 runs to the bottom of the lane. 18 gets tight. 94 drives off the corner, so he checks up. 12 gets into him. 98 gets into him. 17 gets into him. And so, and the 43 of Sam Harrell wrecks the side of his car as well. So that is an understatement. Heartbreaking for the 18, who had been running clean this entire time. The 94 did exactly what he needed to do. He came down and he pinched the track off. That's what he needed to do. He made it difficult, but the 18 had the run. So the 18, instead of turning the 94, tried to stay out of the throttle and wasn't able to carry that bottom lane. Didn't have the tires enough there to do that. So Justin Reynolds, your race leader in the 94. We will have our first, I think it's going to be a natural green-white checkered here. As these drivers have had one heck of a day, one heck of a race. 94, Jackson, who is your pole sitter. Reynolds has the tires here. He has the tires to win this race. Cialino has a chance here as well. John Hammond It's going to come out with some fresh tires. This is a long way around this racetrack. Think about this as a super speedway, again, with tight corners. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see just where these folks are going to try to line themselves up and figure out where exactly they need to be. Reynolds, Jackson, Tardif, Bogart, Prince. It's going to be your top 5. And I kind of want to look at people's cars here. Let's look at Joe Tardif. I meant to click on Tardif right there. We know that Aaron Jackson has some right side nose damage. His lap time last, actually, let's take a look at the lap times prior. 42.5, 42.36, 42.289, 44.1. Of course, that was a pace lap for 96. We shall see. Justin Reynolds trying to get a win here and put the RBS team in victory lane. Good fun. Nerds do nerd things. My caution sponsor.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
The next flag will end this race, whether it's a caution or the checkered. One attempted green-white checkered. We have gone past the mark of a natural green-white checkered, so we will be full send here. Man, oh man. Jesse, good to see you out there. This is the Cottrell family. How you doing, my friend? Thank you very much for being out there. You've missed a race of the ages. Looking forward to series tomorrow night. It's going to be a ton of fun. 194, 12, 5. Bogart, Jackson, Reynolds, Tardif. Duck Press Media getting themselves their truck series tomorrow night. Lights on one more time for the drivers here as they continue to move. Holy cow. Jesse, thank you for the like out there. Much love to you, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody out there being who you are. Get your chats in. One last ditch effort real quick because I want to make sure you folks know that this is about to be insane. Brandon Burkhart has rebounded to 4 laps down and gained 4 spots since the start of the race. He's off 2 from the start of the race. Had to get a lot repaired and a lot taken care of, but it's really at a blast at being able to do that, and that's a no quit attitude. So my racer of the game here, my racer of the simulator today would be Brandon Burkhart right there. That dude did not quit today. He was at one point 10 laps down and has raced this racetrack through all the cautions to keep himself as clean as he can be. And now is 4 laps down, knowing that he doesn't have a chance to win. He's got an opportunity here to make this one his own. A top 20 night for him. Congratulations to him. Sean Burke in the 95 back out there. He is parked on the side of the road there. Reynolds, Tardif, Jackson, Bogart, Gaines. Backs up to the 12. 94 goes. 1's right there. 5 tries to give a shove to the 1. Tardif trying to get into that speed. 2 laps to go. Green-white checkered attempt. The only one of the race. 94 of Justin Reynolds trying to lead here. Jackson to the inside. Tardif to the outside. Bogart has a run with the number 1 car. Justin Reynolds full speed ahead as they continue to move. Around the corner they go into turn 3. Last lap magic, right? That's what you want to see. Tardif to the high side. Bogart trying to close down the distance to the 12. He's going to do so with that Ford. 5 drops low, way low. 12 trying to block here. 1's going to be right there in the mix. They door bang. White flag waves. Reynolds out front. Doesn't matter what happens behind him. He wants to keep that lane. He's going to try to do so. Joe Tardif rolls the corner. Nathan Bogart all the way to the bottom. Side by side for second as Bogart tries to run down Reynolds. They're wrecking on the backstretch. Does not matter. This one goes to the finish. Reynolds to the third lane. Drops in. Bogart to the high side. Tardif trying to close down some gap. 3 to the high side. 5 closes in. Justin Reynolds comes around as they are wrecking behind him and wins it here at Auto Club. A run for the ages. Joe Tardif runs them down as well. 17 spots gain. Nathan Bogart made up some ground, had to do what he needed to do. Aaron Jackson will finish 4th, I do believe. And Keith Prince right there inside the top 5. Justin Reynolds, part of the RBS family, ran it down and needed to do so. So he's going to go celebrate. We'll take a look. As soon as everybody comes around, we're going to look at the race results. But I do know that this guy saved his race, saved his time. And we'll look to celebrate here. As the 94 holds on for dear goods. He had a heck of a race there. What a race that was. An opportunity and a burnout city, that's for sure. Going to need a Joe Tardif in second, Nathan Bogart in third. Nathan rebounded here and had a good race. Aaron Jackson was still able to be there inside the top 5. That right side damage and a lot of things that happened there. That's kind of what works in there. Here's your race results real quick before we get to the driver interviews. Justin Reynolds is your race winner. Joe Tardif finishes in second. Nathan Bogart in third. Aaron Jackson 4th. Keith Prince 5th. Gaines, Grijalva, Hales, Henderson, Gones, Crane, Ciolino. That's going to be all of those drivers there. Those ones were the ones that were able to finish within that stretch. A lot of things happened there on the backstretch. Cameron Durow, Harrell, Hammond, Burke Hall, and Stryker. That's going to be all the way through 18th. Down that list, 19th, going to be Cody Sturgill with a 24. Burkhart finished right where I said he was going to finish. Congratulations to the 20. Vance Quick finishes in 21st. Udding, Cowan, Burnett, and Zirkle got out there for a lap. Couldn't be able to do it. Thank you to Amar for being the race controller for this one. He had his hands full, but it was absolutely a thrill. Let's talk to our race winner here, Mr. Justin Reynolds. Congratulations here. It was a full send kind of moment. If it had ran green, you had the speed anyway. Walk me through the last basically 10 laps. I know the caution was kind of thrown in there to give that green white checkered. When did you decide to go?
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, it was about 10 laps to go, man. We was passing cars left and right. Dude, the track changed completely. The car handling was insanely different there at the end. At the beginning, I was wrecking loose. I couldn't handle it, man. I had to really back it down. Everybody else was getting around there really good, and I didn't know how they was doing it. And then right there at the end, the car just come to life, man. I'd put it wherever I wanted to, and it would just stick. And I was passing cars left and right, and that caution come out, and I was like, well. Let's see what we got here. I know there was a couple people, including my teammate, who had fresh tires, but just not enough laps for him to get up there, so it ended up working out.
It worked out to the point where I saw it. You came in on 74, and I was like, he's got 6 lap fresh tires in those race leaders. He is hauling. But at the very beginning, where you were wrecking loose, everybody, you were talking about that, and then later part of the race, everybody else is free and easy down the road they go, so they're driving the car a little bit different. Your change worked in your favor.
Yeah, it definitely did. At the beginning of that race, I was like, I got no shot. I'm just going to have to drive it easy and try not to wreck it. But it definitely came to me there at the end, and, man, it was awesome. It was bad fast.
Bad fast and great race. Congratulations, Justin. Give your shout-outs out there. And, of course, and always, we always appreciate you. And, hey, you got the first win for your team here, too.
Yes, sir. Yeah. First of all, I got to thank my team, RBS. Bud, he would have been here, but his hydro went out,
Mm,
so
mm.
he couldn't make it. So, anyways, you Signature, man, you always do a great job putting on these shows, broadcasts, and I'll be watching it tomorrow, I'm sure. And then Goat and everybody, all the admins putting on this stuff, and our sponsors, and it's always a good time, man.
Always a pleasure, and we look forward to seeing you next week. You guys are going to be awesome.
All right, thank you, man.
That's it. That's Mr. Justin Reynolds, the Reynolds man himself, having a ton of fun. Let's go back to Tardif, the number one car, number one, not just number one in our hearts, but man, oh man, you had speed early, and then in the middle, kind of everything got shaken up, and then you had speed late, and right when you needed it too. You came in on lap 68. What did you need to catch Justin there at the end? Because man, you did have some speed there.
Little fresher tires. I think that was the downfall, because I think earlier when I drove from 22nd to 7th and then got wrecked, I had the speed with equal tires, but right, he drove through the field with those tires.
He did. He had 6 lap fresher tires, and he was able to make that restart work for himself too. And that's something that I saw that you were able to do with Nathan. He was able to give you a big shove because the 12 was dangerously fast all race long.
Yes.
And he backed up to the 12, kind of backed himself into that position to be able to get that jump on the 12, knowing that was going to happen. You did it, but Nathan went with you.
Yes. Nathan was a good ally there. Gave me a good enough push where I could ride the high line and I could carry the momentum off. And then coming to the white, I kind of threw a block on the 12. Nathan jumped on the inside, kind of bogged them down. And from there, I was hoping he was going to make a mistake because there was no catching him.
Well, he didn't make that. But, Joe, congratulations on a P2 finish here. It's a good start to the season. And Daytona happens. Then you go to the 2-mile track, and then we're off to bigger, sunnier skies next week. And congratulations here. Give you shout outs, man. It's always a pleasure to be able to get out here and talk to you, and glad to see you in this one.
It was good to be in your broadcast again. It's always good when you're broadcasting the races. I want to give a shout out to my team drivers, JDJ Motorsports, Dom Previtt, Josh Previtt, Brandon Ward, Trevor Zielinski, and then everybody in the Impact Racing League that we're hopefully get our league up here soon, and enjoy and have more fun and add more to the community. That's my goal.
That's the point. That's what we need. We'd like to see. And folks, we're not racing next week here with the G.O.A.T Racing League. They're taking next Saturday off because of Memorial Day weekend. So we're going to see them in the first part of June at Las Vegas. So, Joe, congratulations. Happy Memorial Day to you if I don't see you before then. And, of course, and always, brother, it's always a pleasure to see you in here. I like seeing you get in here and drive. I really do. When I see your name, I'm like, all right, somebody's full sending. And if it's not you, I'm surprised.
It's either full send or fuel strategy. There's no difference.
That's right. That's what it is.
Well, hey, I appreciate everything you do, Jason, man. It's good to be on your broadcast. You do what you do for the community. It's great, man. Keep up the good work.
Always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure. Joe, we'll see you at Las Vegas. Happy Memorial Day to you.
Can I get one more shout out?
Do it.
I know James Woodward.
Yeah.
His father's in the hospital.
Oh, Woody is it?
Woody. Yeah, Woody's in the hospital last night or tonight. So I don't know any details on it. Just everybody throw out a prayer for him.
Yeah, please do so. We all know Woody, Fireball Woody out there. Please, okay. They need to get a hold of me and let me know, because I love Woody. Woody's amazing.
Yes, sir. I agree.
So if they're out there, they need to get a hold of me. Joe, we'll see you in the next one. And if you hear anything, keep me posted, please.
Well, sir.
All right, thank you. Joe Tarda finishes in second, and somber news for that. But I do have to say happy birthday to the Grijalva, Joe Grijalva out there. Much love to you as well. But Woody, make sure that you are keeping me up to date. The guy that I get to talk a lot about, because he broadcasts on Thursday for this series. Nathan Bogart, you finish in third. Nate, tell me about this one. It took you a minute, but like I told you, patience is prudence, and you had a lot of it, and then speed at the end. Walk me through your race.
Well, I can get used to being in here, number one. Number two, stage one kind of sat back a little bit, and of course, sitting back got me caught in a wreck. Had to use my fast repair real early. Stage two, was running along with Charles. We were both moving up through the field, got some stage points there at the end. Stage three, I probably close to halfway through, took my last set of tires, made my bed, and towards the end of the race, I just gave it everything I had. There wasn't a lot to it for me. Like you said, I had patience and then ran hard towards the end.
I think you're listening to all the advice you're getting from not only your team but other people out there that are like, look, you've got the drive, you got the ability, you just got to put it all together, and you did so today. It's interesting to see you in a Ford, though. It really is.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not a Toyota anymore.
Right. That's what it, a number 5 in a Ford. Either way, Nate, congratulations on a P3 finish here. I know that the race looks to be, it really did seem like it got snappy there towards the middle portion of the race, about lap 50, right when the second stage ended. It seemed like everybody had issues. How did you stay out of it? Because that's going to be the big factor here for a lot of the drivers that were from like 10th on.
I got pretty lucky with the way I was driving my car. If I kept up on the high line till about 10 to 12 laps on a set of tires, then I could start running the bottom. And I know a lot of people were snapping loose down there, but my car would hold pretty good. I had maybe a couple instances where it started to get loose, but I was able to save it. But yeah, there was one time I had to check up, got rear-ended late in the race, thought that would hurt, but I almost feel like it helped me.
I was going to say, I saw that the telephone pole look there for a moment, and there at the end of the, I see it there here at the end of the race. You've got a little bit of a ouch. It's a big ouch. Yeah. Still a great race, and maybe that's what they need to do. Maybe they need to put a little divot in the middle of the spoiler to make these things drive better.
If it's going to drive like that, I'll take it all day.
Everybody needs to rear end. You need a dedicated rear ender as far as like taking the nose and popping the rear end of everybody's vehicle. And you know what? Amar could do that. That's the race controller.
You could.
Get out there and just pop everybody's rear end of their bumper. Nathan, give you shout outs out there. Congrats on a P3 finish. I know that they've got a couple of races coming up for the other series. They're going to be off next Saturday for Memorial Day weekend. I know you're driving the new sponsor on the car too. It's your time.
Shout out to Charles for putting on the league. Shout out to G.O.A.T Racing. Glad I can bring home third place for him. Shout out to you for the stream. Big one. Shout out to my wife. Number one, thank you for everything that she does. It's helping support our family, doing what she does in the National Guard. Can't wait for her to be back home. Shout out to my parents because they always watch when they can. So thankful for everything I got.
Don't know what to do with your hands.
Yep. I did actually just have them up. It's funny you say that.
Love it. Nathan Bogart, he comes home third, and he's the man of the hour as well because his wife is deployed. Much love to your wife. Hopefully she's doing all right. Hopefully Operation Supply Drop can help you out as well. Make sure you get out there, folks. Operation Supply Drop is the charity of choice for me. There's a link in the chat. But if you haven't joined the Discord, check the Discord out. You'll be able to see that. We love being able to support our men and women overseas. Mental health is my number one focus, and it is absolutely a dream. I try to make sure that what we are doing for this community is growing it intensely, but at the same time caring more about the drivers and my patrons out there and the folks, all of you folks out there, because you're all amazing. And I want to make sure that we keep your health and mental health up as well. So anything I can do to help, I will do so. If you need an ear, Discord link is just a little bit of just a message away. You can message me on Facebook. You can direct message me on YouTube as well. If you need to get a hold of me, there's lots of ways to do it. Much love to you. I appreciate everybody. Justin Reynolds wins it here for the RBS team. Go to Racing is in the Bucks tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon, we got the Outcast Racing League. Tomorrow evening, the Duck Press Media Solutions Strictly Stock Truck Series. And then back at it with the IVRL. And, of course, Go Racing on Tuesday for the Truck Series. Much love. We're going to see you in the next one, folks. It's going to be an interesting week.